Ooh, it's a long one. Hello Darts Nuts, welcome to Darts Review channel. In this video I'm reviewing the Dynasty LEONARD Black Line Assegai, and these are from the Airflow range. Dynasty have some very complicated names for their darts. Now if you don't know, Leonard Gates is an American player. I think he's predominantly a soft tip player, but I've been looking at his darts for a long time and I just like the look of this particular one. I also like the look of the grip, and it was more the grip that I was interested in trying out. The only problem was no shops in the UK sold them, so I actually bought them from a German shop. I think it's called Dart Fiber. And I actually bought these on the, well, it was sometime in October. The date on the customs thing here is the 20th of October 21. I can't remember what the price was, but it's got 82.83 euros on that. So that must have been the whole package for delivery and what have you. Now, I did plan on doing a review of them at the time, but I just never got round to it. It's actually a very long dart, nearly 60mm long, so that's just crazy long. And as you know, I don't really like long darts, but I was keen to try them because of the grip. But I think it was about, I don't know, maybe 7 or 8 weeks later, Darts Corner started to stock them, and they were a little bit cheaper than what I paid for them. And I thought, oh, that's just absolutely bloody typical, isn't it? All that time I've been waiting to get them, and they didn't get them, so I ended up buying them from Germany, and then they go and get them. But at the moment I've looked on the Darts Corner site and I can't see them, so whether they only got a few in stock and they haven't stocked up anymore, I don't know. Because I did find the Dynasty website a little bit complicated after I'd bought the Fallon Sherrick ones, and it was hard to get the right info, but then somebody pointed me to the right spot. But if you've never seen Leonard Gates play, I think he's got quite a nice throw, and what I likened it to was when he throws, it almost looks like he's stroking somebody on the top of the head. That's just the way it looks like to me. So anyway, I came to try his darts, so let's check them out. So they're only available in 20.5 gram in steel tip, 17.5 gram in soft tip, and the prices are approximately £78. So as you can see, the darts come in this cardboard packaging. You've got a picture of the player on the right. Nothing else really to mention there, but it does tell you all the info on the front on that little label there. Inside there's a little plastic tray with a velvety covering holding the darts, and they come fitted into a point holder and supplied with some short clear stems and the Airflow standard shape flights. The darts are fitted with a silver point, and as you can see, it's a very long straight barrel dart, and it's got a tapered nose, but the bulk of the barrel is this double thin ring grip. You know, a smooth section and then a finer ring grip with lateral cuts through it. But this was the thing that I was interested in trying, this grip here, and it is quite grippy actually. It doesn't feel as grippy as I was expecting it to be. I thought it was going to be quite severe, but it's still definitely a high level grip. Now the word assegai is a term used for a long slender spear for a South African tribe in the past, I think, from what I've read. So very apt name for this dart. And probably just as well fitted with some short stems because it's such a long barrel, and also you've got a set of standard shape flights. But we'll have a close look at the grip now. So there's a slightly tapered nose, and the bulk of the barrel is this double thin ring grip, but it's got these lateral cuts going through the full length, and I'm not 100% sure, but I think it's a black titanium coating, but I couldn't really find the right info to tell you if it is or not. And it seems like this dart's going on forever. And just past that ring grip section, you got
mostly a smooth section, but the lateral cuts are kind of finished off either side. And then on the very rear of the dart you've got a flat ring grip, but again with the lateral cuts going through it, and then just a slight taper ring on the very end of the dart. So there you go, that's the super close look at the Dynasty Leonard Gates Assegai black line.
The dart's fitted with a silver 30mm point. There's a tapered nose that's mostly smooth, that's 5.4mm. Then the main part of the barrel is this twin ring grip. Now it's actually single rings, but they've got a very fine groove in, so it kind of gives you the effect of a double thin ring grip. It's quite widely spaced and it's got lateral V-shaped cuts running through it, so fairly grippy. That's 33.8mm. Then you've got a mostly smooth section, 8.2mm. Then you've got a flat ring grip, narrower spaced with lateral cuts, again V-shaped cuts, 10.6mm including a little bit on the end. Length 58mm, width 6.3mm, but as you can see it's drilled out a long way at 30.7mm. $20.56 grams. 20.56 grams again. Bit wobbly that one. 20.56 grams again. So perfectly matched. Full setup, 22.1 grams. Here's the balance with nothing attached and with the supplied setup. And this is the balance with medium in between short nylon stems and standard flights. So it's a high level grip for the bulk of the dart, so that's 8 out of 10. I feel very light, but I am a little surprised with that grip. It is fairly grippy, but I actually thought it was going to feel more grippy than that. Whether it's just because the dart is quite slim as well. But there is definitely some edginess to it, but I thought it would be like a sticky feeling grip. The darts are, I don't know, they're kind of flying a little bit strange. It might be just because I'm not a big fan of long darts. I think having the short stems on is probably the best thing with a dart this length for me. But they're kind of like going, and they're almost like spinning off to the side, and then they seem to be like straightening up. Yeah, I don't think they're a dart for me. They are a bit on the light and slim side, but the grip is quite nice, but I did think it was going to be more grippy than that. And I think it was really only the grip that I was wanting to try more than anything. It is a nice looking dart though, but if you're into your long barrels and you're a front gripper, you should be happy enough with them, but obviously if you like a light dart too. Is that in the treble? I don't know how that got in. Now, for some curious reason, because I'm fully on that grip in the middle, they're actually spinning quite a lot more. And they were doing a little bit of weirdness with my front grip, but on the mid grip, they're actually spinning off like that. So I think it's just getting used to them. But it's weird. The grip is kind of effective, but it doesn't feel like sticky or anything, but there's definitely some edginess to it. And there's another treble. I don't know how they're getting in the treble. They just don't even look as if they're going anywhere near it. And well, I'm not a fan of long darts, so It's quite a fun dart to throw, if you kind of like a novelty to me. But anyone that's gripping anywhere along that grip though, it is quite a nice feel. So whether you're front, mid, gripper or somewhere in between, you're getting quite a nice part of the dart, I think. Can't believe I've hit a 20 from that ray. I was expecting them to be fishtailing like crazy from that ray. I mean, there's so much of the dart in front of your grip there, and I probably don't hold it like a natural ray gripper does. I think it just feels so alien, especially with such a long dart for me. And certainly not much grip on that ray section, not compared to the rest of the dart, but still getting quite a bit of spin. I managed to get a treble from there. I don't know how. I was still getting quite a lot of spin though, and that's kind of weird because it's not as much grip there. So where I'm getting the spin from, I don't know. It might be off that other finger catching the other part of the barrel. I don't know. Some of them were flying fairly straight, so it might be okay for ray grippers. I guess it just depends on how you like to hold the dart. If you like them fingers on a not so grippy section and the others on a grippy part, and you hold it with all your fingers spread out, it'd probably be fine for you. So there you go, that's the Dynasty Leonard Gates Black Line Assegai. Dynasty do have some weird names for their darts, but they make very nice darts. I mean, really nice quality. Like I say, I got these from Germany, what was it, Dart Fiber, last year sometime, and I think it was a few weeks after I got them that Darts Corner started to sell them, but I'm not sure if they're back on the Darts Corner site now, so I don't know if they are, but if they are, then you might be able to buy them there. But I really only got them for a couple of reasons. I like the look of them, and I just wanted to try that grip. I knew it was a long dart for me, and quite a thin one, and also quite light, so I wasn't really expecting them to suit me. I do like the feel of the grip. I was just a bit surprised that I was expecting it to be more grippy. It is still a decent level of grip though. But if you like your long darts and thin darts with a fair bit of grip, then there you go. But probably not for me. So that's the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed watching it. I'll leave you with the gallery so you can have a closer look at them, and I'll see you on the next one. Remember, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. Happy darting. Before we go on to the gallery, I promised to do a shout out for Mr. Cashew, and he's going to be putting the live stream of darts on his channel, so I'll put a link up to his channel in the description, so if you want to check it out, you can do.